Bath Nuts Farmhouse. My name is Jordan and I am super excited to be making this soap for you today, but I'll tell you a little bit about that later on. So in this container here I have all my oils that have been weighed, melted, and cooled down to room temperature. In this container here I have my milk, my sodium hydroxide, and my sodium lactate. And I'm working with a new sodium hydroxide today, so I'm just going to strain it just to make sure I get everything out. I always like to do that the first few times I use a new sodium hydroxide. That strained in, so let's give this a mix up. And a side note, if you are a new soaper and you are looking for a tried and true recipe, my recipe is down in the description box below. You are free to use it. I am super excited about this soap because of this fragrance right here. Hot Orange Danish from Nature's Garden. It smells so good. You can smell the frosting in it. And I've been wanting to make a soap with this scent for such a long time, but I just couldn't figure out exactly how I wanted to do it because it has a vanillin content of over 13%. Now, if you're a soaper, you know that vanillin content darkens the soap, and at 13%, even with a vanilla color stabilizer, it's still going to turn your soap brown. So I was trying to figure out the best way to do this soap. I was fortunate to be able to go to a somewhat local to me soap shop recently, and when I walked in, just Soaper's Paradise. They have everything that you need. The company is Arizona Soap Supply, and I was able to find this mold right here. Now I can work with a vanillin content of 13% with a mold like this. My original plan was a cupcake soap, but that just, I wouldn't be able to put a whole lot of fragrance in it because the cupcakes can only hold so much. I wouldn't be able to scent the frosted top at all. Just get a little bit poured off here for just a tad bit of frosting on it. Okay, so in this container we're going to be using some Orange Vibrance Mica from Nurture Soap. Let's give this a mix up. Alright, we're going to set this off to the side and let that thicken up while we work with the base portion here. So to our main batter, we're going to be using some mocha brown mica. We're just going to give it a little brown color so that the discoloration is even across the soap, and we'll give that a mix in as well. Scrape down the sides here. I have some uncolored soap batter that I want to get incorporated in. I'm going to add our fragrance now. When I read the description of this fragrance, I just had to get it. I had no plan on what I wanted to do with it. But when I smelled it, I knew I had to make a dessert type looking soap. At first I thought cupcakes, and then I thought, no, that wouldn't do. I have to figure out something else, and I was just really stuck on how I wanted to do this soap. And then when I walked into Arizona Soap Supply and I saw this mold, I had to get it, and so I could be able to make this soap a dessert looking soap like I wanted. Oh, it smells so good. It smells just like you took some cinnamon rolls out of the oven and drizzled frosting across the top of them. Okay, so I got my mold here just on a What are these things called? All right, I got my mold here on a tray, and that's just in case if I need to move it around, I can pick it up and move it somewhere without flopping the soap all over the place. So let's just fill all of these cavities up here. Get this container scraped out and get every last little bit of soap into this mold. I'm just going to come through and kind of bounce the soap with my spatula to make sure everything is evenly distributed in all those little cracks. And give it a little shimmy and a shake. And as soon as the frosting has thickened up, we'll be back to pipe the top. Okay, my piping has set up, so let's get this soap piped. I'm going to start with a little bit of a circle here, and then a dollop in the middle. So I'm curious if any of you watching are soap makers. If you are, leave me a comment down below. If you are a beginning soap maker or a seasoned soap maker, just let me know how long you've been making soap, why you started making soap. I'm just curious and interested in everybody's story. If you're not a soap maker, welcome as well. I know there are a lot of people out there that just like to see how the process is done. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. I plan on doing a series of videos for beginning soap makers. If you want to learn how to make soaps, please stay tuned to those. I have already done one on how to dissolve your lye into your milk. You can check that out. Okay, and so for our embeds, we have these little soapy gumballs that I have dusted in some velvet pearl mica. Just gonna plop those right there on the top of each one. Mica dusting on these gumballs are a bit messy. Okay, make sure all these are in place and real nice. I got this little soap gumball mold from Nurture Soap. It's their small one. I believe they have a medium and a large to go along with it. Let's just give all these a spritz with some rubbing alcohol, and I'll come in for a close-up. Here's what the soap is looking like at the moment. I'm not done with this soap. As soon as I unmold it tomorrow, we'll get a little melt and pour drizzle over the top to look like some frosting coming down the side of it. See you in about 24 hours. We're back the next day to unmold this soap. It's been about 19 hours since I made this yesterday. And I'm actually quite surprised that the discoloration hasn't taken over more. But I really expect it to turn out to be a lot darker. Just gonna unmold these, and then we'll put a frosted drizzle on the top. This mold seems pretty easy to take these out. It's not a struggle, which is always nice. With my recipe, it seemed that I could probably unmold these at about 12 hours, but I didn't feel like filming at 5 a.m. in the morning. Trying a little bit of a different camera angle to see if I like it. Hopefully getting the details like piping and stuff like that, you'll be able to see a little bit better at this angle. We'll try it out. If you like this angle better, just give me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Underneath my cooling rack here, I just have a piece of parchment. That way it'll catch any kind of little dribbles that fall down beneath this cooling rack. I also have my youngest daughter here with me today since I'm not working with any lye. So you might hear her playing in the background. In this container here, I just have some white melt and pour that I've added a little velvet pearl mica to give just the frosting a little bit of a shimmer. And I'm just gonna drizzle it across the top here. I woke up this morning and all I could smell was this soap, which made me really want an orange Danish. I might have to go to the store and buy me some of those really bad for you Pillsbury orange Danishes in the can. My youngest one turned 6 months old today. I can't believe it's been 6 months already. Doesn't seem like she should be that old yet. Okay, and I'm gonna give these a little spritz. Make sure there's no bubbles in our melt and pour. Like that one right there. Pop. And we're done. And I'll bring you in for a close-up. And this is what the orange Danish cakes are looking like up close. The brown will darken a little bit as it cures more. If you're interested in purchasing these soaps, they will be available during our February soap release on February 22nd. Links to our Etsy shop is down below. Also our Instagram and our Facebook. If you like this video, please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a like, and hit that little notification bell and you'll get notified every time we upload a video. Thanks for watching.